the Tournament Center. I'm Randy Buehler, joined by Brian David Marshall, and we're talking to Hall of Famer Raphael Levy. Raphael just put up a 15th place finish in the Individual World Championship, giving him level 6 for the year. Now, you got into the Hall of Fame, and then since then, you've gone berserk, putting up results. What's going on?
I don't know why I started winning, I guess. I can't explain anything.
So what was the story this weekend? What would you play? What were the highlights of that 15th place finish?
Coming into Worlds, I did not think I would make it.
Really?
I had my decks. I had ideas about what I was going to play in Legacy.
Yeah. What'd you play?
I played the Threshold, but I had an optimized version. And I knew I was going to play Red-Green in Standard, but I didn't have the right version. But I talked to the right people. I got...
Who are the right people?
Yelger and Gabe Walls gave me the good Red-Green Snow deck list.
Now, Yelger quietly put up a 12th place finish. This guy is always in the money.
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't make the headlines. He hasn't put up many top 8s lately, but he's always in the money.
He finished 6th last season with 49 points.
With no top 8s, right?
Yeah.
I think if you talk to any player, especially players in Europe, there's few players you would be more scared of playing against than Yelger Wiersma, right? I mean, he's terrifying.
Yeah.
He's like the Kai of top 16s.
I'll buy that. That's how I should see. We should look that up, see how many he's got. He's on the Hall of Fame ballot next year too. It would be interesting to see what people think of him.
I think he's almost. I think he's a surefire inclusion.
It depends whether you look. If you look at the top 16s,
Europeans will vote for him for sure.
Yeah, he's great. I mean, just a great player. You talked about Gabe Walls. He also put up a 20th.
Yeah.
Well, so. It's interesting if you look at the standings and how many people went down. There were a bunch of people that put up good tournaments. You know, we talked about Raph in the top 16. Guillaume Wafatapo put up a 22nd. You know, sort of lost in the last round. He was
he was playing for top 16 in the last round.
He was playing for the virtual top 8, right? If he wins the last round, he misses top 8 on tiebreakers. Luis Scott Vargas put up 25th, which I'm pretty sure gets him to level 5.
That's 6 points still. Then it clinches level 5 for him.
Which is what he wanted.
And again, he might pick up some extra points today in the team competition. So. He had a really good shot of making level 5 no matter what. But he was pretty happy going to sleep last night knowing he was level 5.
And a couple other top 32s. Antonino De Rosa put up a top 32. Frank Karsten put up a top 32. And Marin Legbarre put up a top 32.
Where did Zvi Moshowitz finish?
Yeah, Zvi was the highest finishing Hall of Famer for this year's class. Zvi went 27th.
So it's a top 32 finish.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic.
Now, it's funny. I listened to the Hall of Famers talk last night, and they're like, yeah, nobody ever makes money when they win. And they forget this guy. Like, last year at Worlds, you were 14th. Even better, right? 14th. That's back-to-back top 16s at Worlds for Levy. Hall of Fame induction year, he gets 14th. This year, he gets... People, I don't know. It's like the other 14 guys are like,
They stop talking about me. They're tired of it.
I think it's also interesting. A lot of players at the Hall of Fame, they say, well, that's great. Now I can pick and choose what pro tours I want to go to. I don't have to qualify anymore. You decided to take it on the road. You've been going to every event. You won the Road Warrior ballot. Is 2008 going to be another year for you where you go to all the GPs and travel to all the pro tours and just really hit it very hard? And how many consecutive pro tours is it now for you?
I stopped counting. It's something like 55 or between 55 and 60.
It's like everything since what, Worlds 98?
Yes.
Maybe a little before that.
Yes,
yeah.
and I played a couple before.
Right. Yeah, I think we have the 2 longest streaks right now in terms of pro tours. I obviously haven't been competing in 8 years, but I've been to everything since '97, and you've been basically to all of those. I think I've got you by a couple events, but for whatever that's worth, hanging out and talking anyway.
Okay, I'll leave it to you. It's fine.
Zvi, I had a great line, I thought. He was talking about honoring the Hall of Fame and what does it take to, and he said his way of honoring the Hall of Fame was to play test. You know, put the work in and put the result up, and there's top 32 for Zvi. This guy can still play, can still break formats. And it was 4-1, 4-1 at Constructed. He just struggled in the draft with a 3-3. A lot of good players, a lot of good storylines this weekend, and back-to-back top 16's got to feel pretty good for you, huh?
Yes, I was at some point in the tournament, I was 3-3.
Oof.
I started 3-0, then I started hoping I would make it.
Yeah.
Then I lost 3 in a row, and the hope kind of shattered. But then I started winning again, 7 in a row. Even I had a shot at top 8, then lost, so no top 8.
Yeah.
And then I was fighting for
who do you like on Sunday? Who's going to win Worlds?
Who's going to win Worlds? I hope it's Gabriel, but...
Nassif?
Yeah.
Brian and I both made the same pick yesterday.
8th PD top 8?
8th top 8, back-to-back top 8s.
He has a good deck to win,
and
right?
I think he's got the best deck. I think he's the best player and he's got the best deck.
Where does Gabriel Nassif fit all time in the pantheon of players, right? Everyone accepts John and Kai as 1 and 2. We've been talking about this a lot. Where is Nassif? Is he number 3?
Maybe. He's been around for a long time, so. But no, it's not really like the Forster guy. He's not really in everyone's mind, but he's still around. Like last year, he's not been playing so much, but he's still very good and
This is
he's still
8th
winning.
Pro Tour top 8.
He's still winning. last year he made top 8 at Worlds, top 8 again here, probably in the top 5. Because I don't know if we can really compare him to Kenji or Totally Fanatics. And
Yeah, Kenji's the other guy I think's in the mix, right? Is it Kenji or is it Gabe? Kenji put up a 39th place finish, so got in the money. Decent result, not what he needed to pass Saito for the Player of the Year race.
Right.
So Saito put up 37th and clinched the Player of the Year title. But yeah, Kenji's another guy who's just been on awesome. And there's more of an aura around Kenji. Like Kenji's a little louder personality, and people are kind of looking when he's around. Nassif is sort of quietly in the corner, constructing the deck that you're going to be losing to
I think
that tournament, that weekend, and the next, and the next. And
I think what Raphael just said is really perfect. Kenji's really a poster child.
Sure.
I mean, people want to come to these tournaments. They want to see Kenji play. They want to follow Kenji around. He's like a rock star, right? So, I think that aura, which is what you're saying, also is really has a lot of extra contribution to the game.
It's fair. Nassif, yeah, he's a great guy. Anyway, thanks for talking to us, Raphael. We'll
you.
let you enjoy the rest of your weekend in New York.
Thank you.
Brian and I'll be bringing you more coverage, setting up for tomorrow's top 8. We're going to hand out $40,000 and a World Championship title. Stay tuned.